rusty trowel, a bag of potting soil, an ordinary garden hose. Any one of these can put you in a hospital bed. We're counting down 10 gardening mistakes that range from slow plant killers to instant life-threatening emergencies. Some involve chemicals, some hide in the soil itself, and the deadliest one does not require you to touch a thing. Starting at number 10, with the mistake almost every gardener makes. In the 10th place, over-watering your plants turns healthy soil into a suffocating trap. When dirt stays constantly soaked, water drives out all the air pockets, depriving the root system of the oxygen it needs to breathe. Starved of oxygen, the roots begin to rot and die from the inside out. This damp, anaerobic environment is the perfect breeding ground for Phytophthora, a destructive water mold that swims through saturated soil. Because root rot causes leaves to wilt and turn yellow, well-meaning gardeners often mistake this damage for drought. Thinking the plant is dry, they pour on even more water, accelerating the decay. Once Phytophthora establishes itself, its spores can survive in the soil for several years, quietly waiting to infect future crops in the exact same garden bed. Number 9 is piling mulch into a volcano shape against tree trunks. While many homeowners think this looks professional, mounding mulch directly against the bark traps moisture where the tree desperately needs air circulation. This constant wet contact softens the bark, leaving the trunk vulnerable to wood-rotting pathogens like armillaria fungi. The danger worsens below the surface. Denied normal soil depth, the tree's roots grow upward into the damp mulch mound. They begin to circle the trunk instead of spreading outward, creating girdling roots. Over 3 to 5 years, these roots expand, slowly strangling the tree's vascular system and cutting off nutrients. To protect your trees, lay a flat mulch ring 2 to 4 inches deep, keeping it several inches clear of the bark, like a donut. Number 8, brushing past poison ivy, oak, or sumac. This mistake is far more dangerous than poor mulching because the hazard follows you inside. The culprit is urushiol, an oily resin so potent that an amount smaller than a single grain of salt triggers a painful, blistering rash in 90% of people. Even worse, the oil clings to cotton gloves, garden shears, and boots, remaining active for days or even years. This means you can easily reinfect yourself weeks later just by picking up your tools. The absolute worst mistake is burning these cleared weeds. Heat vaporizes the oil into toxic smoke. Inhaling these fumes carries the toxin directly into your lungs, causing severe, life-threatening airway inflammation that can quickly land you in the hospital. Number 7 is pruning roses and thorny plants without thick, puncture-resistant gloves. A simple scratch might seem harmless, but a single thorn prick can push a soil-borne fungus named sporothrix deep beneath your skin. This triggers sporotrichosis, commonly known as rose gardener's disease. The initial infection is easy to dismiss because it begins as a tiny, painless bump. If left untreated, the fungus travels along your lymphatic channels. Over several weeks, a linear chain of purple, oozing nodules will crawl up your hand and forearm. This pathogen thrives on rose stems, hay bales, and sphagnum moss, turning a routine afternoon of weeding into a severe infection. To protect yourself, always wear long sleeves, heavy leather gloves, and immediately clean and disinfect even the smallest puncture wound. 6th place is letting an open cut touch garden soil. It is easy to overlook a tiny scratch while weeding, but dirt and manure carry Clostridium tetani spores that can survive in the environment for decades. These highly resilient spores resist heat and common disinfectants, waiting for a gateway. When they enter even a microscopic puncture, they find a low-oxygen environment perfect for germination. Once active, the bacteria release a devastating nerve toxin that attacks your nervous system and triggers muscle rigidity. This leads to trismus, commonly known as lockjaw. before progressing to agonizing, uncontrollable spasms and respiratory failure. Protect yourself by washing any garden wound immediately with clean water, keeping cuts covered, and verifying that your tetanus immunization status is up to date. Number 5. Tearing open a dry bag of potting soil without taking safety precautions. While many gardeners assume commercial soil mixes are sterile, they are actually teeming with organic matter that harbors a dangerous bacterium called Legionella longicae. When you rip open a dry bag, you release a fine, invisible dust cloud into your breathing zone. Inhaling these airborne particles carries the pathogen directly into your lungs, where it can trigger a severe, life-threatening form of pneumonia. This respiratory hazard is especially dangerous for older gardeners or anyone with compromised immunity, as the infection bypasses the body's natural filters. To protect your lungs, always slice bags open outdoors, wear a dust mask and gloves, and dampen the dry mix with water before handling it to keep the hazardous dust grounded. Number 4. Planting toxic ornamentals where children and pets play. Many popular garden plants carry severe chemical defenses that turn a simple decorative choice into a family emergency. Take oleander. Every single part of this shrub is highly toxic, including the leaves, sap, trimmings, and even the smoke from burned debris. Eating just a tiny leaf can cause fatal heart failure in minutes. Foxglove is equally dangerous. A single leaf can stop a heart, and severe poisonings have occurred just from children drinking the water in a vase containing cut stems. Bright lantana berries and showy azaleas add to the risk, because their bright colors naturally attract curious toddlers and pets. Keeping these dangerous species entirely out of active play areas is an important safety decision. Number 3 is reaching your hand into a clogged lawnmower. When wet grass jams the discharge chute, many gardeners instinctively reach inside to remove the debris. This is a catastrophic error. Even with the engine seemingly stalled, the mower blades can hold massive kinetic tension. The moment the clog is freed, the blades can spin violently like a released spring, causing severe lacerations, crushed bones, and instant amputations. Lawnmower accidents send 85,000 people to emergency rooms every year, with riding mowers representing a leading source of major limb loss in young children. Never clear a jam by hand. Always perform a safe shutdown. Turn the machine off, pull the safety key, disconnect the spark plug wire, and use a tool like a stick to clear the chute. In second place, mixing different garden chemicals or pesticides together can trigger a lethal chemical reaction. Many gardeners combine products to save time or create a stronger treatment, but incompatible ingredients often generate poisonous gas rather than an effective pest control. The danger of these mixtures is devastatingly clear. When an aluminum phosphide fumigant was mixed with water, it underwent a rapid chemical reaction, releasing a highly toxic phosphine gas cloud that killed 4 children inside their home. Safety data sheets and product labels are strict safety rules designed to prevent these exact disasters. To stay safe, never combine different garden chemicals, always work in highly ventilated spaces, and store all products exactly as directed. What seems like an easy shortcut can quickly become an immediately fatal mistake. And finally, in first place, trimming trees near power lines yourself is the most lethal mistake a homeowner can make. Many people assume they are safe if they do not touch the wire, but living trees are filled with moisture, making them active electrical conductors. High voltage current can easily arc through the air to a damp branch, a metal ladder, or a pruning tool without direct contact. This deadly combination of electricity, heights, and wet vegetation makes tree trimming a leading cause of accidental electrocution. Never attempt this task yourself. Always contact your utility company or a licensed line clearance arborist. Ultimately, Everyday garden routines can carry severe, unexpected hazards, but a little caution goes a long way. Subscribe to Roots and Natural Healing for more videos on safe gardening and the healing power of plants. Across these 10 entries, one truth emerges. Our greatest risks lie in routine confidence. In the garden, small mistakes bring severe consequences, but a little caution goes a long way. Subscribe to Roots and Natural Healing for more videos on safe gardening and the healing power of plants.